Hello, I'm David Hester. This is the Bible Apologetics 101 show. I have started a series of biblical apologetics uh, teaching us how to uh, deal with some of the doctrines of the Roman Catholic Church. I've so far presented to you what is called the doctrine of transubstantiation. Okay, so in my last video, you learned what transubstantiation means, okay? And basically it means that the Roman Catholic Church believes that the elements of the Lord's Supper are the literal body and blood of Christ. Now, one way to refute all of this would simply be to take a magnifying glass to it, or some type of microscope, and test it and see if it actually turns flesh, okay? But, then they have ways to get around all of that because they say it's mystical, and kind of under, around, and above the elements is Christ, and so it gets kind of crazy what they teach, okay? But below this blog post, okay, I've posted the scriptures that are used by the Roman Catholic Church in support of their position, okay? It's their position of transubstantiation, pertaining, of course, to the Lord's Supper or communion, and so let's take a look at these scriptures, okay? Um, if you're looking at these scriptures, it appears in some cases that it's clearly the body and the blood of Christ, okay? But something that we need to understand is that context means a lot, okay? So we can't take scriptures out of their context and then say these scriptures mean those things without first understanding what the context says, okay? Uh, the bottom line is there's no indication that what Jesus was speaking here was to be taken literally. Okay? It's really important because John 6 is one of the scriptures, and it says later on in John 6 that these words that I'm speaking to you, they are spirit and they are life. Okay? So, Jesus didn't say that his words were literal words. He said that his words were figurative words. Okay, and if you take the Bible seriously, like I do, you learn how to, uh, you're able to read the scriptures based on what they're actually saying, and you learn: is he talking figuratively? Is he talking literally? And you can learn these things by the context that the scriptures are in. Okay, and I know that if you're Roman Catholic, you're going to say, hey, Jesus clearly said, this is my blood, this is my body. Okay, but I believe that just like in a lot of other places in Scripture, that Jesus is speaking figuratively. He's using spiritual terms here. Okay, there's scriptures where he says in John 15, he says, I'm the true vine. Okay, now we know Jesus was not a vine. Okay, he says, I'm the bread of life. I'm the resurrection and the life. So Jesus speaks in figurative terms a lot. Okay, so it's the context that defines how the words in Scripture are being spoken. Remember, it says, these words that I've spoken to you, they are spirit and they are life. Now, if you look at Matthew 26, 28 or something, right after Jesus said, this is my blood, he also said that I'm not going to drink of this fruit of the vine until he drinks it new with us when we're in the Father's kingdom. Okay, so why is Jesus speaking figuratively, right, of his blood as the fruit of the vine, if it was his literal blood. See, it's clear that Jesus is speaking figuratively, okay? So that's one of many reasons that I do not hold to the doctrine of transubstantiation as taught by the Roman Catholic Church, okay? The text doesn't teach it, okay? There's numerous scriptures that this teaching actually violates. So we're going to go over some of these scriptures later on in following programs. Okay, thanks so much for listening to my show today. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to post them below. God bless you.